All right, little update. I just recently bought my second ever Edgun. I've been so impressed with my Edgun Layla in 22 caliber. I've shot 4 to 5,000 rounds for a year straight. I used nothing but that gun. Had no problems, nothing went wrong with it. It was had no issues. I've never had a gun just be so perfect out of the box. The trigger did not need adjusted when I got it. Had more than enough power. I had to tune it down to just to shoot the 18 grainers at 860. It was like everything was perfect. So of course, when you find a gun like that, you cannot really leave that manufacturer Edgun again. So anyway, I bought a slightly used Edgun Matador for a price that I couldn't resist. Like the owner of it was going through some financial difficulties. His wife was in the hospital. He couldn't work because he was injured, and so he had to quickly get rid of it. And he gave me the price for way cheaper than new with the laminate stock, 4 mags, and he threw in a whole bunch of slugs, 23 grain Nielsen's that I can shoot. He says they shoot phenomenally out of it. So yeah, that's what this gun, people ask me, why are you getting a 22 caliber? And you already have a 22 gun, Layla. I'm getting a 22 caliber because of slugs. And the reason you shoot slugs is because of this reason. I'll show you a quick video clip. You can see that clip. I was so worried about the wind. I did not realize that the hold on the wind. I was so worried about it, I didn't realize I was like a 1/4 inch high, just skimming the pellet over the top of the pigeon's head. And when it gets like that, you don't even want to shoot. So you got to get a gun that shoots slugs. And my initially was going to shoot a 25 caliber slug shooter, but I looked at the shot count and the barrel twists and everything, and just realized that 22 caliber, they make better more choice of slugs. The twist rates are better for those type of slugs. The 1 in 16 twist, or 1 in 15.4, I think this one is, can hold stabilize up to almost a 30 grain pellet before it becomes unstable. So, and then the power capabilities of an egg gun with everything's wide open. I mean, you have to tune the gun down just to shoot pellets. So this particular gun's a good candidate. I'm going to try to reach human-like capabilities in this Edgun. The human grabbed a lot of people's attention because it was so powerful and semi-automatic. And I nearly bought it a couple times, but I just regressed because first, the semi-auto system, there's more that can go wrong with the semi-auto system. I've had a semi-auto gun. It was a horrible experience. It worked good for the first couple months and then just stopped working, slowly stopped working. I started shooting blanks, just had more and more problems, and it kind of burnt me. So I didn't buy it because of that reason. And then the durability issues are were kind of suspect. With this Edgun, it's going to have the power capabilities, the twist rates to support a really powerful 22 projectile slug. So but there is an issue with this. I almost forgot. As we all know, every gun you buy used never comes perfect. If a gun was absolutely perfect, air gunners don't get rid of them. And in this particular gun, right up ahead of the breech, ahead of the probe, there's a little crack where the receiver goes into the rest of the gun. And through that, I'm getting a little puff of air in my face when I fire. I contacted the owner who sold this to me, and he said he didn't have this the whole time he shot. He never had it, but he did break it down and clean it and clean the barrel once just to see what it was like to break down. And he said he made a damage in O-ring during the reassembly of it. So, and then Luckily with Edgun, they have a office here in the United States, and quick call, quick email to Brian at Edgun West. He showed me a picture of the part with the O-rings. He said it was an easy fix, so here it is. That's the reason you buy an Edgun. One of the reasons. First is accuracy. You need an accurate gun, number one. Always need an accurate gun. Number two, for me, it's durability. I want a gun that's going to not fail me, take a punishment, and just keep firing. Always be durable, and then simple. And then the third one is the simplicity of maintenance. And they're built so simply, so durable, that I don't have to rely on shipping the gun off to some professional to get fixed. Everything that I can do myself. You should be able to do everything with an end gun. Every O-ring, everything is up to you because it's simple. You don't have to be a specialist to fix these things. And this is the first issue I've had ever with an Edgun. And I'm going to test that third theory right now with this video, simplicity of maintenance. I'm going to take it apart. There's a lot of videos how to take it apart. I'm going to skip those parts. Find the O-rings that need replaced, and then put it back together and show everyone how easy it was, or how hard it really is to do maintenance on your own Edgun. When I'm done with this video, you're not going to see this paper move. All right, I got my Matador apart, and there's the piece. It attaches onto the barrel, and I just checked the O-rings really close. I don't feel any marks. They look perfect. This one has a little gap in between it. I don't know if it's the wrong size. It moves around in there. Maybe that could be it. Or maybe it's something with the cocking lever not going forward. I don't know, but these O-rings are not damaged. So the reason it's hitting my face, do not know yet. Alright, I'm trying to examine why I'm getting air in my face. And there's the last O-ring where I thought the air was coming from. And I can feel if it zeroes in here. When I pull it in the barrel, the transfer port, I can feel the O-ring catching. It seems very solid. So it doesn't seem like this is the issue. Feel it pop in there. Feels as if it's tight. Maybe I'll replace that O-ring. I don't know. Alright, there's my regulator. My gun regulator. Right now it's set at 125 bar, but I'm gonna, since I have it apart, I'm gonna jack it up to about 150 bar and try to turn this thing into just a powerhouse. I gotta look at the video of how to do that, which way to turn. I don't recall exactly, but we'll see what happens. I removed this piece. I was having little issues. This piece is 4 millimeters, and that gets you to the adjustment place. And after reviewing Ed's videos, I found that if I want to get it up to 150 bar, it's currently at 125. I'm going to have to turn it counterclockwise approximately 1/3 turn. So I'm going to picture a third and turn it. What about there? That should bring me to 150 bar. And I just finished servicing the Edgun, and it's a learning experience. It was easy, just like I expected. It was nothing serious. The only two kind of catches I got were the little piece that holds the air tube in. I'll probably show it in the next video. I'm going to undo this again. So it pushes the air tube and transfer port up and locks it into place. And I didn't realize that, and I had it misorientated. So when I put it together and test fired it once, I noticed the air tube slid forward just a tiny bit, and I immediately redid it, looked close at it, and then the screw pushes two pieces up, and one pushes up and smashes a transfer port up into that, and I have it really tight now. And then when you put the barrel back on, the tension nut has to you have to push something in between this, because the tension nut pushes the barrel downward and into the air tube. So you have to put something like, I put this piece of plastic into it. I slid the plastic in when I tightened it down. I folded it up and then slid this piece of plastic in between the two, and then I tightened the tension nut, and now it's straight. As you can see, like the gap between my air tube, the gap between my air tube and my barrel or shroud is the exact same all the way down. The first time I did it wrong, I smashed, this end was smashing together. So that's what I learned. And about the transfer port, it's better, but it's definitely, I'm going to get different O-rings for from the transfer port, because I still, as you can see, there's a piece of toilet paper, and I fire just a tiny puff of air from that crack. And the research that I've heard, the people that I talked to say, the original O-ring is 17 by 1.5, and the new one, the one that's been working better, has been 14 by 1.7 O-ring. So I'm probably going to be replacing that O-ring, and I'm going to get all puff in my face, all the puff completely gone. It's got to be this O-ring in the transfer port. There's nothing else. I looked it over. It's got to be that. I'll fix it. I'll show a video exactly how I did it, what I used. As you can see, I'll bring my Layla over. I have no puff with my Layla. There's nothing. So when you fire, toilet paper doesn't move. It just shakes. There's not one puff of air anywhere. It just shakes from the vibration. That's definitely a puff of air. It's not a lot. It's better than it was, but it's definitely a puff, see? And then I got this regulator. I've been testing it. It's up to I'm right around 150. Right now I just re-aired it. It's at 164, and I could tell a difference at around 147.8, so I think it's right at 150. I can hear a little bit of a difference in the tone of the fire.